YouTube world? My name is Nicholas Montez, and you're watching my YouTube channel, The Teenage Movie Critic, and welcome back to another YouTube channel, everybody. I'm so excited to have you all back together again, and in today's video, we're doing another celebration or cinema review for a film that's kind of a celebration of the last 35 years back in 2004, the 35th anniversary celebration for Sesame Street. This was released back in 2004, and this one was actually really interesting because it doesn't play as the characters celebrating Sesame Street. It plays as an Elmo's World episode celebrating Sesame Street, and I honestly love that. So let's go ahead and get start talking about this special. So what I love about this film is the way that it just captures the spirit of what Sesame Street is. And you know, long before Elmo was a big thing, it was really the big character that was a big character in this series was Big Bird. But once Elmo came along, he started, appearing and showing up and everything, and then we started having the Elmo's World bits. And how do you find a way in this universe to find a way to celebrate Sesame Street? You do the Elmo's World segment that happens at the end of the episodes, but really they actually find a way to make it a whole Elmo's World episode celebrating Sesame Street, where you're doing like yeah da da da, and then we hear the theme song music, and then usually we get a montage of what we're learning about Elmo's World, and we get a whole montage of all the years of Sesame Street, and it's absolutely brilliant. But throughout the entire thing, we get Mr. Noodle trying to eat a cookie like Cookie Monster. We're trying to get kids, how do they eat cookies like Cookie Monster? But then we get like Journey to Ernie. We get counting monsters on the Monster Parade. We get all of this stuff. But even then, we even find an interesting story like how he wants to learn more about Sesame Street. We get the animated cartoon, where we get Gordon, Snuffy, Big Bird, Super Grover, Oscar, and all these other characters, and Zoe. And it takes this interesting premise of like, okay, so what are we going to do? Who's going to be the one to teach Elmo more about Sesame Street? Well, he already lives there, but what is there more to learn about? Well, Elmo wasn't technically one of the main characters of the show. Because he was played by Kevin Clash. Kevin Clash came on later on. So they found a way to, what if we took him back to the past times before Elmo was ever part of Sesame Street? And that storyline really fits, where you get to see him back at Hooper's store when Mr. Hooper was alive. You also get to see when Gordon and Susan adopted Miles. And you also get to see when Maria and Luis got married, when Maria and Luis had Gabby. And all of that is just great. And then you realize, he's going to do this song, but then he realizes he doesn't have to think about it. He can just go there. And so he sings with all his friends, and it's a great celebration. And they also did a pretty good memorial to Peter Jeter, or whatever the guy's name is, the guy who played Mr. Noodle, who was also in the Green Mile. So yeah, I love the way the story plays throughout this little special. From there, let's move on to the other stuff. And personally, what I love about this are really the character moments. Just every character interaction, and like having Bert somehow sneaking through Elmo's closet, or Super Grover and everything, or counting monsters, Big Bird coming in. It's like they put all of their personalities to the test and do it with the best advantage possible. And it's absolutely brilliant. So I love the way they use the characters in this special. And I think the last thing we'll talk about here is just the fact of how great Sesame Street has been during that time period. I don't know if I would say it's great now, but really during the 2000s era, it was personally a great era for Sesame Street. I mean, obviously we had the stuff with Hurricane Katrina and 9/11, but they were able to make it work, and they were still able to make great episodes that were memorable. And even as you geared toward the end of the 2000s era with the city, intro and the chalk intro, they still found a way to be classic. This day and age, don't really feel like Sesame Street has been doing all that well, but I will be having a review for the whole show when in November, when it hit its 55th anniversary. So that will be a video I'll be doing. But that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.